just ready for somebody's big head son to rub on my little butt and cuddle with me and watch Disney Plus movies with me all day. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and thank you for tuning in. Before we get into today's girl talk, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, and check out my IG and my Instagram handle to the side. Ladies, today's girl talk consists of me being ready to date. Oh my gosh, I am ready to date. Are you ready to date? Because I know I'm ready to date, but I can't really date because we're on lockdown. But girl, I'm ready to date. My dating history has been anything short of cool. I wish I had cool dating stories for you guys, but let's just face it, I know. When it comes to dating, I swear, for me it has to be literally like a full moon for me to date. I haven't went on an actual date in about maybe like a year or two. And I would have to say I'm probably the culprit for that reason. And here's why. Dating for me is not fun. Dating for me has been nothing but downs and not really too many ups, and I feel like I kind of gave up on dating. Dating was something that I despised at one point, just specifically because I felt like the guys of today's society don't really know how to date and they don't take dating seriously. Meaning that dating to them is simply taking you out to eat, maybe going to like a movie or a bar afterwards, and then seeing if you're up for like to be a booty call. Then that leading into like 6 months from now being a situationship, and then them telling you, oh well, I never really wanted a relationship. I thought we was just going with the flow, and all this time you just like, the fuck? I never agreed to that. So even if you didn't agree to that, you still end up in a situation of that type of sort. So that's why I put off dating. Despite the fact that I've been getting played since I was 18, I actually have a story time about that. I'll leave that up there for you guys to check that out. I felt like that kind of subconsciously led out how my dating history was to follow. I feel like the last time that I really, really, really dated and had fun was when I was about 25 years of age. I had just finally broken free of this toxic relationship. I was free, I was feeling good, my semester was over, I was out here glowing. I just felt good inside and out, and it showed. So that's when I signed up for my first dating site, POF. Ew. I know, but it was so much fun because I had like so many like dates back to back to back to back, and like all the guys were really super cool. And I made sure, I feel like I did. They probably won't because I'm actually friends with some of them still, but I made sure to say that I wasn't really like looking for anybody specific at the time. I was just looking to date to see what I know because I felt like prior before me getting on POF to sign up for a dating website, I was just stuck to one type of person. I really didn't know what my type was because I was just dating him. Like that's why I always say don't date when you're like in your 20s. I see why people say that because you really don't know what you like and if that's your type out there. So back to the dating. So yeah. So I signed up for that and I told them like, yeah, I'm not looking for anything and I was just going with the flow. So I have like guys of different backgrounds that I went out with. We had good times. It was fun. Like I learned a lot about myself and my dating pattern within that specific time of dating. First of all, I learned that there's so many other different guys with so many emotions. Do you know that guys are like real life emotional? Like they say that we're emotional, but they're really emotional. Or maybe that I just bring out the emotional in them. But anyway, guys are super emotional, which is super okay because I'm all here for guys that are emotional and are in tune with their feelings as long as they know how to like use them. Now, I don't know where in the translation that I get lost where I decided that I wasn't gonna date anymore because ever since 25, I literally been single that whole ride up until now. Like I haven't dated anybody consistently up until not even till now. I still haven't dated anyone. So I'm just super tired of that cycle. Getting to know somebody, you talk to them for a few months, go on a few dates if possible, because it seems like the other person is always busy or have excuses, and then you guys just stop talking or one of you ghost each other. Like, I'll take offense to that. Like, I ghost people, but I don't ghost people on purpose. Like, I'm at the age and point of my life where I know if we're going to have like any type of connection by what you text me, how consistent you are, and especially if we meet up in person. I don't know. I just always can like feel the person's energy and be like, something about this person is off, and I don't like what he said about this or this and that, and I'm just like, I gotta go. I'm just ready for somebody's big head son to rub on my little butt and cuddle with me and watch Disney Plus movies with me all day. Especially now that we're in quarantine and we can't really do anything. So if you have your soulmate and you are quarantined together, I applaud you. And I'm low-key jealous because I'm tired of rubbing my own back when I have cramps. Like those period cramps be really trying to take me out. So although my dating experience in the past have been like a little in shambles and not that great, that still hasn't detoured me from not wanting to date. It's just that like I'm now just ready. Like even though I had all those bad experiences and there wasn't so good, but some were good. I can't say that they were all bad because I didn't really have that many bad experiences. It's just that I honestly kept going back to some of the bad situations because I was either bored, I was familiar with that person, and I really didn't want to put myself out there. But now that I have realized those three and I have stopped doing that, now I feel like I deserve to give myself, a real chance at dating. But it's just that like I'm not scared. I'm just a little like intimidated. I don't know if you girls feel that way out there. It's not intimidating because I don't have my shit together or that I don't have nothing going for me. It's more so just knowing that the other person can just be a camouflage of what they think you're looking for and not being honest. And it's just like you get so wrapped up and you get so caught up and you end up actually liking the person that you have your blinders on and you didn't take this chance to realize that that's not who they are. So it's just like dating is just a real life gamble. And sometimes you just feel like you don't have that time to be wasting or that time to be placing bets and just seeing if it's going to work. It's kind of like you just want to meet your match, go on about your life, and live happily ever after. But that's literally not how it goes. So I feel like that's like one of the main factors of like why I haven't really been dating, but like I said, now that I know that and I'm aware, I feel like everything that I've learned in the past, I'm ready to put to the test and see if I can really date. The only problem is that when it comes to dating, like I said, for me, is that besides the fact that I think that some of them are lying, I think like all guys lie 95% of the time and the other 5% they're honest. I get bored really fast. Like my attention span is the span of a toddler. And like when you go on dates or when you're talking to some guys, it's just like most of them really can't hold a basic conversation and that just turns me off. Then majority of them don't really be having nothing intellectual to be saying. Like I'm a type of woman that gets turned on by smarts, alien talk, like just different stuff. Like I don't like to talk about regular things. I don't care about what was on the shade room. I don't care what's the latest Jordans that came out. Like I don't care about materialistic stuff like that. And I feel like that's all most guys feel some women want because they come across women that are materialistic and that do care about handbags, that do care about the generic stuff, and then it's just like you get a real one and they just don't know what to do. And I just feel like that's also another reason why I'm still a little scared to date, but I'm ready at the same time. It's like you'll never really know unless you put yourself out there and unless you just get over that fear and you just take that leap of faith. But coming here and sitting on camera and actually saying and putting it into the universe that I'm ready to date is beyond fear. That's not even fair at this point. That is nothing short of courage. It's just like I'm ready. It's like yeah, like I've never been more ready than I am now to like just be like I'm ready to date, I'm ready to have fun. But like also when I say I'm ready to date too, is like okay, I'm ready to date and like am I really ready to like settle down. Like I have like always one foot in and one foot out the door, and it's just like my mind is not like a regular mind. Like it runs 100 miles per every second. So it's like, okay, I like this person, but what if I go on a date with this person tomorrow and I like them too? So that's why I feel like I be so sabotaging myself too, because it's just like, bitch, if you don't calm down and actually vibe with this person for more than a month or two and really find out why you like this person and what is it that this person could bring out in you, you will never know, because you always feel like you need to keep running, or you always feel like, what if? So that's another thing I noticed. And now that I'm saying all of these things, I'm kind of curious to really feel like, should I even really date, or should I just take some more time to kind of like figure it out? But like, I don't know. I don't care. But besides all of that, I just really feel like I'm ready to date, and I feel like it would be a blast. And I feel like I could take everything I learned. I feel like I've let go all the toxic things and people and guys that were weighing me down, and I shook them off. I got my groove back. I just want to get back into the thing. Like I really want to give it a chance. Like I feel like I never really gave it 100%. I feel like I only always gave it like 80 to 90%, and never really gave it my full 100. And now I'm really ready to give it my full 100, like risking all, gambling all, throwing in my heart, throwing in everything, because I feel like after all, greatest love story was all about taking risks anyway. And I just feel like I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, well, I kind of think I want kids now too, and it's very scary. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but yeah, I think I wouldn't mind having like one child. If you know me, you know I don't want kids, but now it's at the point where it's like, okay, maybe I can do this mother thing. Maybe it wouldn't be as bad as having a little one that looks like me run around the house with somebody that I really love and care about. So this is how I definitely know that I'm maturing in ways that I didn't even think was fucking possible. Because if you know me, you know I love kids, but I do not want one coming out of my vagina. It's mainly because I'm scared of childbirth, like, and all that pain, and it's just like, ooh, and then like that big ass head gotta come out of our vaginas, and it's just like, I don't got time for that. But now I'm just like, it doesn't really sound that bad. But yeah, so that's a whole nother girl talk for another time. But yeah, so I'm just ready to share certain aspects. Yeah, I'm just ready to share certain aspects in my life with the significant other. Like, I feel like I went through a lot of trials and tribulations by myself, and that's why I kind of feel like at the time I was just like, I don't need nobody, I don't need no man. Like, fuck out of here. All the hard shit that I had to go through, I went through by myself. So what is the point of the other significant other being there? Not realizing that you're still gonna go through more hard situations, and probably harder situations that you went through in the past compared to now. So it's kind of like you want to have somebody there at the end of the day to tell your troubles to, your worry to, and this and that and the third. But it's just hard because it's like you really don't know, and it really is a risk. And about that too, it's just that like some guys are really good at being camouflage, and then some guys have really bad traumas and mama drama and baby mama drama, and it's just like when you're at the point of your life and when you up here and you feel like you really took the time to get to learn, know yourself, know your ins and out, and then when you find a guy and he has all of those things that you just mentioned, it's just a turn up. It's kind of like where I'm at this point where I can find a guy no problem, but I gotta accept the fact that he has a baby. I gotta accept the fact that he has baby mama drama. I gotta accept the fact that he has mama issues, and I gotta try to be the superwoman in all of those situations and heal him, and then still try to work for my traumas at the same time. So that's another reason that, dating for me is kind of scary, but I want to do it anyway. But it's just like nobody's perfect, and it's just like at the end of the day, whether you're ready to date or not, and if you are, you're just gonna have to take somebody's mess and make it your mess, but make it a mess that you both can tolerate at the end of the day. And that's kind of where I'm just like, I don't really know if I want to do that, because, I've been single from 25 to 29, and I had nothing but time to figure out my mess and get a situated, sorry. And it's just like, I don't know if I have the time to do that anymore. I did that before and it didn't really work out for me. It backfired. And it's just like, I don't want to repeat that. So those are my little ins and outs of me wanting to date, but still having those thoughts in the back of my mind. But even with all that being said, I'm really not gonna let that stop me from dating. I am gonna date as soon as outside open, and I'm super excited. I'm gonna give it my all. And I'm just gonna see where it takes me. Feel like I might even vlog on one of my dates, but not like literally while I'm on a date. But you know, let you guys know my first date of the year. That should be really cool. So, well, I hope you ladies liked this girl chat. I hope it was relatable. I hope it reached somebody. And I can't wait to do more gore chats. Give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next Girl Talk video. Bye.